All right, welcome to today's backtesting session. I'm not gonna waste any of you guys' time, so we're gonna get straight to this shit. You guys know the drill. We're gonna do NQ. I have yet to backtest any of 2025, and it's been a year now, so we're gonna do a year ago today. We're gonna do March of 2025, and yeah, I just had to fix all of my settings on here because I haven't backtested since the last video that I posted, and I had the black background, the white can. It's just not the vibe. So ever since I switched to the light colors, I've gotten accustomed to it. So I just switch all that. We should be good. All my settings are good. And yeah, we're gonna get straight to it. This is still February. Where is the, I'm not tripping, was it not? How do I skip to the next? All right, I'm on New York. Oh, they moved it. Okay. Okay, sweet. So first things first, we're gonna do a top-down analysis. So we'll go on the daily charts. Right now, we're looking pretty bearish. We're moving pretty nicely too. So I like that. Oh, I don't want that. I wanna do the, there we go. So I'm gonna mark out any external draws. I like, that draw looks good. These are pretty stacked, I like that. And then we'll do, mark out that, and we'll go all the way down to, looks like a gap here, whatever. Then higher, we've got, it's like this unfilled daily gap here. We have this unfilled gap, and then I will also mark out this high. So, all right, no, come on. All right, now we'll go, I do want to be cautious. We are in this daily bearish gap, so I'll be aware of that. 4 hour, looks like we invalidated this 4 hour bearish gap, and we do have some highs up here that don't look too bad. We also, we have this untapped 4 hour gap, also an untapped 4 hour bullish gap. This is also an untapped 1 hour gap, and then we'll mark out this low. I'd want to see price tap into this gap, regardless if we want to be bullish or bearish on the day. I'm going to stay bearish until proven otherwise, just because looking at this higher time frame, we're very, very bearish. So I want to be cautious, but I would want to see this gap get tapped. So looks like right now 15 minutes, kind of in a range. We are holding this gap still. So 5 minute, I'll probably wait for a 5 minute close out of this range and then see what price wants to do. So we'll stick on the 5 minute. Ooh. I'm gonna wait till we break out of this range. Like ideally I wanna see something that looks like, whoa, that's not what I wanted. That's what I'm looking for. Something that looks like that would be really clean, but I wanna wait for clean displacement, wait for a 5 minute close. I think one more candle, yeah. See, and that lesson number one, right off of the bat, like I guarantee you a lot of people would take an entry here, stop at the low and try to target just because it's a nice draw. But if you're trading in a range like 5 and 15 minute, you need to see a 5 minute close outside of the range. Like as long as price is inside this box, it is no good. So be patient. Okay, that looks good. See now I can get a more clear direction of where price wants to go. And this is actually setting up, we swept out this high, invalidating any reason to move higher. If we wanted to go higher, we should have taken this draw. And now it looks like we're heading lower. Yeah, that's the only draw we have. So I'm actually gonna go to the 1 minute now that we've broken out. Was that a 5 minute tap? Okay, now we're in the 5 minute. I need to see a little bit more confirmation. Like this is not, when I look for displacement after retracing into a gap, I'm looking for ideally to eat up like 2/3 of the leg. And this is not 2/3, so. See, that's tough because live market, like whether this plays out or not, I would have definitely entered some shit. Probably looks like that, stop at this high. That would have been really nice, but yeah, I can't. Tapped into the 5-minute. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna enter this because like I said, if this was live market, I wouldn't be bottom blasting, but I'm gonna enter this and I'm gonna play this to the second draw. And the plan, if this works out, I'm going to go break even if price takes the first draw. So that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, this looks all the same. Cool. Am I in? Yeah, okay. All right, break even there, very nice. Live market, would have already been out of the trade, but is what it is. Ooh. All right, so this is actually a beautiful way to start off the backtesting session. This is very clean delivery, something that we're not really getting in live markets right now, so it's kind of refreshing. But this is actually very fucking textbook. I mean, price comes up, we sweep the high. We're not going to this high, obviously, because we come down and completely close below and invalidate these 15-minute gaps, higher time frame. Look at the overall trend. We are very bearish, and we have good draws lower. And where can I get a safe entry? Well, I'm looking for somewhere where price wants to retrace to, and that be the top point. And if we can retrace into this 5-minute, that's the only spot, and get clean displacement. That is beautiful, actually. If you want to know what my A+ entry model is, this is it right here. So that is absolutely a great start, great setup there. And we will just go to the next day. Okay, so yeah, continuing to be extremely bearish. We're still 300 points away from my next draw. I would not target that. Do I have anything better I can target? I could target this untapped 4-hour. It's not the best, but yeah. And I would not target higher here. There's just no reason for it. So that definitely I'm gonna get rid of this. That definitely plays to this low. I just don't know if this is an SMT or not, so yeah. Oh shit, maybe not. Okay, this is disgusting. Yeah, that was terrible delivery. There's no way I can catch that. Ooh, give me a retrace. No, it doesn't work out. Yeah, there I was looking for price to move up, and then a flip lower, but we did not get that. And I really don't like this, so we're just gonna go next day. Okay, that's good. We have this low here as well. And then I probably wouldn't, it's kind of a weak target. I'll probably look, just because we're very bearish, so I wouldn't want to target whatever that is. Can't take that. It's unfortunate. Yeah, not a chance. This low is really clean. I like this a lot. This low is clean. Really no reason to be bullish. Maybe we want to retrace to this gap first, but I like those lows a lot. And price is still respecting this 15-minute gap too, so that actually looks really clean. If I can get an entry. It's kind of chopped. Do we have a 5-minute? Yeah, we didn't tap a 5. I'm gonna. See, I just don't like how we're like wicking this draw, and I do not like that close at all. It'll probably play out, but maybe not. very, very bearish. That looks good. It's got to be a data candle, right? Okay. Ooh. It's kind of tough. Data high and low already taken. Cannot really use that. I'll still use this high just because it is significant on the hourly and whatnot, but it's not, I'm not marking it out because of data. So get rid of this. And do we like sweep out a low or something? I don't know. Pretty obvious price at least wants to take that low. So yeah, I can't. We didn't even tap a 15-minute or anything. No. RR would be brutal. Okay, so it looks like we edged this draw. This is looking like where price wants to go. I just need a confident entry, like a flip. Never mind. Holy shit. Yeah, no. Okay, really like that draw. Higher, not really seeing much. Maybe that 1 hour gap. I could target that high too. Very, very bearish though. Yeah. This might run right off open. Yeah. Just don't like that close. I don't like the close because it's still showing me that the retrace is stronger than the displacement. So that was a good fade. That was a good fade. I was thinking about taking that. Yeah, it looks like we did some shit. Probably do nothing. What draw is this? Ooh, that's a really good draw. It's a daily low inside of a gap, because more than likely that gap's going to want to get filled, and obviously in order to do that, we're going to have to take out this low. So I do like that. And with the displacement, only thing I don't like right now is volume slowing down. So, but I would be a little bit more aggressive towards this low just because it's very, very prominent. So yeah, I probably should have entered there, but it's just not. Wasn't a 5-minute either, so I don't know. See, I'd want to see a candle close like rough. Like I like that we engulfed this candle, but I'd want to see a little bit lower, just to like really confirm that we want to take this draw, not just slow down. So, well, I said I would take it, so we're gonna take that. I'm going to. Looks like just a little over a 1-to-1, but really the idea behind this trade is that we're displacing so very heavily lower, and then this draw is a very, very strong draw. It's a low inside of a gap, which is just absolute magnet, so I'm willing to give it a shot. Break even, very nice, beautiful displacement. Don't edge, beautiful. Yeah, perfect. And something I've noticed a lot recently is, first of all, before I explain this, I want to preface, I want to, like, if I take any discretionary base trades, I want to make sure you guys really understand what I'm looking at. Because a lot of people ask me about discretion, and that's hard to learn if you don't have, like, discretion. What it is you're making decisions based on market experience. So if you don't have market experience, you can't really have a lot of discretion built. And this is one of those more discretionary trades because it is a little bit choppy, But something I've noticed recently in live markets is Asia session has been moving pretty nicely, but it's not like super big displacing candles. Like a lot of it is slower, kind of treading the trend down. And it's kind of looked like this, which is, you have a high, low, and then you put a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And if we do that, like 4 times we did that sequence, I'm willing to bet that with this strong draw here, we're probably going to do it again and take out that draw. Because when you align, first of all, look at the higher time frame, look at how bearish it is. When you can align that with a strong draw and trending price action, that is when you get setups that play out cleanly like this. So yeah, beautiful. We will go to next day. Yeah, still extremely bearish. This is a pretty good month. This is not bad at all. This low, obviously, we do have this untapped 1 hour. I like that. I think we're just a little bit close. And then there's actually, so I like this point in price because even if we want to go higher, I would expect price to tap into this 1 hour gap first. And if we want to go lower, obviously price is going to tap into this 1 hour gap. So I think, no matter which bias I have, I think this gets hit. So if I can see like a retrace high, do we have any 15? No. Any 5s? Not really. No, we don't. I would have to see morning manipulation and target these lows. That would be ideal. But it looks like we're just going to take that off of open. If this gets taken, I'm not going to target this. So, dude. All right, coming back to the topic of discretionary trades. So this is one that you'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing? And just to show you what I'm talking about, reason why I'm going to attempt this. This is a sketchier trade for sure. Reason being is higher time frame. Do we have any reason to move higher here? There's no reason to move higher. Look at this. Very, very, very bearish. So there's that. There's also the fact, like I was explaining, even if we want to move higher, I would expect this 1 hour gap to get tapped first. And also, if you can align that with a significant low, then I think it's worth the risk. And we had, look at this. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles failed to displace higher. And then finally, we got this candle that just absolutely shit the bed. And now it's going very bearish towards a strong draw. This is just, the probabilities are in my favor with this trade. Think of trading as, each trade is a coin flip, but on one side of that coin, there's like there's a tiny bit of glue, okay? Now, if you throw that coin up in the air, it's not gonna land on the side with the glue every single time, but more times than not, the glue is gonna stick to the ground, and then the other side is gonna face up. So I'm betting on that side, and that's how you have to think about trading. So, okay, well, I should probably close. For the sake of the back testing, we're going to hold this, but my stop is, of course, at break even. That was close. That was close. Reason why I held that there and I didn't close is this is my true draw, okay? This, yes, it added conviction, but my condition was this gap. So I want to see the gap get tapped. I don't care so much about this low. But live markets, I might have closed. I'm not going to lie. But either way, still a W. So next trade. Oh, wow. Okay. Did we tap into this 4 hour? Does not look like we did. That also aligns with the high we just created. That looks really nice. That looks really nice. We have these lows, and that's about it, to be honest. Oh, is that data? It is data, okay. Oh, and that 4 hour gap aligns with data high. So this is good because data low, it's also intact. So data high and low, is they're both very strong draws on liquidity, but when you have both of them intact, you have to be very careful, okay? Because when you have two strong draws, price could go either way, and when you have with data high or data low, high time frame really doesn't fucking matter, okay? Because they're both strong magnet. And this is one of those situations where it's like if you're 8 shots deep at the bar and then you have 10 out of 10 blonde and a 10 out of 10 brunette, and you just don't know which one you want to take home. That's the same shit here. Price is, it doesn't know, doesn't want to go for the blonde, doesn't want to go for the brunette. So sometimes it can be confused. The way that I like to look at it is wait for either the blonde or brunette to get snatched up. This is such a stupid analogy, but it's the only thing I can think of, okay? Wait for one of them to get snatched up by some other dude, and then you can take the next one. And that is, like, let's say price comes down here, and we take data low, and then we start displacing towards the high. Now I have big time conviction that price wants the high. Or if we come down and edge the low and displace towards the high, same shit. Now I have conviction. So I'm gonna stick on the 1 minute. This tends to move quickly, and then, yeah. Oh, that's clean. That's, I'm not gonna be able to get RR with that. There's no way. Yeah, I can't even get a 1-to-1 with my stop at the candle, so there's just, live market, how I'd play this, I'd probably, yeah, there's no 5 minute for us to tap. I would probably enter like somewhere here and then stop or break even as soon as we go above this high, but I can't, so. Yeah, it would have been break even anyways, so that's fine. But I'll wait. Okay, exactly what I was talking about. We came up, we edged the high not once but twice, and now we're displacing lower. Now we're breaking out of this range. Now I have a lot of conviction towards this low, so I'm willing to take a more aggressive entry because of how strong it is. The chances that we edge both of them, very, very low. So, yeah, like a close anywhere past this point I would enter if the RR makes, what the fuck? That was the hell of a stop rate right here. It's very obvious we want the low. We're just still kind of in this 5 minute range. I'm gonna take it and go break even relatively quickly. That's what I'm gonna do. Stop at the wick high. Hate me, don't hate me. I'm gonna move my stop a little bit. If we get to that point, the trade's invalidated, okay? And with it being data lows, I think it's 100% worth the risk. I'll just go quick break even. Okay, we'll go break even here. Very nice. Brother, dude. Are we for real right now? By 0.5, so half point. One to 1.5, that's totally worth it. Live markets, I'd probably re-enter this like half size. So I'll do, there's just, I don't, usually like when we take data high or low, we flush through them. So yeah, we edge the higher, right? There's just no reason to not. So I'm gonna take this, and to mimic what I would do in live market, I'll do the half size because I would not do this full size. If I lose a trade, it's going to be this one. It's a little bit sketchy, but this is just conviction in the draw, so. Yeah, okay. So ends up working out. Still kind of shit though, we took it. I would be shocked if we, well, yeah. Okay, so this was a tricky data high and low session. Do we go up and take the high? No. Yeah, this was just conviction in the draw. That's really what this was. Unfortunate break even here, but when I saw this wick, we failed to go higher. watching the market over the years, realizing that data high and low are very strong. They usually get hit pretty aggressively. I was willing to give it a re-entry with half size. So that is that. Let's go to next day here. This is disgusting. The high, the low. I do not like this high time frame at all, although I'm gonna clear this up actually, hold on. Because there's a lot of stacked lows down here, so I do like that. And we have this low too. I really like these stacked lows. Ideally, would want to see those get ran at some point. Yeah, I really don't have a bias going into today. It's just kind of, I'll let price show me what it wants to do. Wait, is there data? Hold on. How big is that candle? Yeah, I can use this. It's kind of edged though. I don't know. We just edged the low too. I don't really like it, but my rule of thumb with data candle, it has to be 75 plus points. If it's not, don't use it. It's just irrelevant at that point. But this is like 100 points, so I am gonna mark it out. But yeah, I'm not catching that. Even if I had it marked out before, there's no way. I love those stacked lows. I love those stacked lows. I like the stop rate up here too. I am going to enter shorts and then yeah. Just because with these stacked lows, if we take one of them, I'd want to see all of them get taken. I mean, look at how, like, this is textbook stacked liquidity right here. So, what the fuck? What are you talking about? There we go. That was beautiful. I'm just gonna go break even. I was deciding whether to close or not, but yeah, it's not my live account. So for back testing, I'm willing to let this shit run a little bit. But yeah, idea behind this trade is price came up. We edged data high. Really no reason to go higher with price. You got to remember, look at the higher time frame. I mean, it's very, very bearish. And when I see all of this resting liquidity stacked lows, very strong point for price to want to hit. And yeah, overall just very, very, very smooth trade. No drawdown in that trade at all, which was great. So, it's been 30 minutes. Undefeated so far too. That's amazing. I got the pimp shirt on. I don't want to fuck up my mic, but I got the pimp shirt on. It's been a while since I back tested, so felt like it was good luck. Okay, so this low, that low's still good. Yeah, I'm still leaning bearish. I know we're trending up a little bit, but then I'll mark out this high. We are in that 15. Nah. I mean, it played out, but it just, in my opinion, was not worth it. Ooh. However, yeah, no entry. It's tough. I would not still be on the chart, so I'm just gonna skip that. This draw is really clean. We have not taken it. It's also, it's like really identically aligning with almost with this untapped gap. 4 hour 2, that's a really strong draw. I would be really aggressive towards that. Ooh, but also, I want to keep in mind we do have equal lows down here, relative, and then that's a really strong draw though. And we're in this 15-minute, 5-minute. If we flip up towards open, then I would take it for sure. I need more than that. The RR is just going to be totally cooked. Like that's a 1-to-1. In live markets, how I would play this, I would enter half size here. And if I got like a better entry point, I would full size it. That's exactly how I'm going to play it here. I'm going to go half size. And then if we get a better entry, I'll full size. All right, well, it played out, but didn't get full size, which is, it's fine. But just the whole point of this trade was a very strong draw on liquidity. Like this is another one of those trades where even if we want to go lower, I expect this to get tapped first. And if we want to go higher, obviously we're going to take it. So this is just a very strong draw. And the retrace was already happening pre-market. So when I see displacement like that out of a retrace, I'm going to take that, even if it's with half size. So yeah. All right. Next day. Remove all those. That low is great. Equal lows, I like that. That's nice. If we want to go higher, it's good. These lows all the way down here. It's See, I want to be bearish, but with this trend up right now, I kind of have to be bullish until proven otherwise. I am cognizant of the high time frame trend, but yeah, I'm just going to let price action tell me what it wants to do here. So, we're respecting this 15-minute gap though. Probably want to see, and with these, I like those equal lows too. So, that could be high at morning, honestly. Should have trusted my gut, but I don't trade first minute on live anyways, so I'm not going to do a back testing. Sucks. I would have 100% entered in like here, to be honest, like 100%. Like live market, this would have been my trade, and I would have probably just taken profit here, but I probably would have left a runner or two. It's just not, I can't take. There's no way. Because the problem is, I could take it and go break even after we sweep this low, but in backtesting sometimes it doesn't give you the chance, and I'm not going to ruin the stats over some bullshit, so. Any retrace. No. Yeah, I just can't take that. There's no way I can take. Like it's not worth it. I do have this hourly low that we could tap. That looks good. Hold on. 5 minute, we tap the 5. Yeah, any day am I taking this setup. This is exactly where I would enter live market too. This is beautiful. If this doesn't play out, then we got issues. All right, break even. We're on a fucking streak, bro. This is the best thing ever. When you haven't backtested for a long time and you just go crazy. This is amazing, actually. So this is an A+ setup right here. I mean, what do we have? We have very obvious trend in the market, and we have a safe entry price displace through that draw. This is just like that first, it was either the first or second trade we took, displacing through the draw. We have the entry model below this draw. We're not chopping around at it where we could sweep it and go higher. We've already displaced through it, retracing to a 5-minute gap. Beautiful displacement that eats up roughly 3/4 of the leg. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That's beautiful. Exactly what I look for. So probably one more and then we'll call it. It's been about 40 minutes here, so yeah. That was perfect. Okay, new week opening gap, strong draw, I like that. This high as well. Kind of looks like we're pushing up, but I also really like new week opening gap as a draw, so I'll just be patient. Ooh, that's clean. Give me that, give me an entry. Or don't, fuck. Damn. I was looking for a flip there, but okay. Oh, this looks really good for new week opening gap. I like that a lot. I guess we could tap into this 1 hour gap. If we want to, I'll mark that out. We're not going to get there today, but I like shorts here a lot for new week opening gap. So probably want to see these highs get manipulated first. And actually, if I can get an entry to them, I will take that. Because either way we go, I'd want to see these highs get taken. So RR, I can't take that. Figured. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to run that. This is pretty clear. 1-to-1. If we were reacting like shit around here, I'll just close it, but this looks really good. I'm just going to close at my initial position. We're just going to call it. Yeah, I would have got break even. That shit would have been hella annoying. So, okay, that's perfect. Well, we retraced in this gap. Beautiful move up on the 5-minute. We invalidated any reason to go lower. These two gaps right here, if we wanted lower, we should have taken that draw. Instead, we just kept pumping up. And yeah, pretty easy. I'll go one more. Just I don't want to, like, don't get me wrong, I want to use the clickbait 100% win rate, but that's just like not legitimate expectations. So if the next trade's a win, then I'll just hop off and I'll take my 100% and I earned it. But if it's a loss, then oh well. Okay, gap fill would be very nice. Draws higher, kind of shit, and the 4 hours went out. I remember that's the thing with replay, which is kind of annoying. All right. Yeah, not having the 4 hour kind of sucks. Stay on the 5 minute till it's clear. I'm not really sure. Ooh. I'm good. Very bullish. We do have new week opening gap. We have this low. It's not bad. That's got to be a high. I don't know if we took it though. It's a very obvious high though. Ooh. So we barely missed it. I don't know if I'd really target that. It would have to be pretty perfect. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I can't target that. And I have 0 targets higher until all the way up here. So if we just want to do nothing, then I can't really take anything. Yeah, no. Okay, that low looks really good. I like that. And then we still have this high on the 1 hour, which is very clear. So very good draws in both directions. So I'll stay on the 5 minute and wait. Okay, so obviously just very much failing to go lower every single fucking time. There's actually a 1 hour gap. I didn't even see that. Come on, give me something. That probably plays out, but I'm not going to take that. It's kind of ass. Yeah, nope. Like those lows, that high, and then these lows too. Yeah, I wasn't catching that. Or that. Holy shit. The fuck? What do you want me to do? Give me a retrace. I just do not like it because the displacement is weaker than the retrace, so that's good. That's good. Well, it hits, but holy shit. Tough. Yeah, we're at 45 minutes. Definitely last trade, whichever I take. The gap fill here as well. I'm going to clear this up. Got some stacked highs up here. That's not bad. But yeah, higher time frame is actually pretty bullish right now, at least for the past few weeks. So what is this? This is basically end of March too. So I'll go till the end of March and then we'll call it. Yeah, it definitely fills a gap, but I can't take that. What do I have lower? I feel like this dumps. It's 1 hour gap. Ooh, V-shape recovery. That's clean. Swept out the gap, draw higher. That's clean. Let's go 1-to-1. It's pretty textbook continuation. Not looking hot. I do not like this trade at all, so I'm just gonna go break even. We'll probably get break even and call it here. It's kind of a hopes and dreams. Wow. Okay, that was a grinder of a trade, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like that trade, but it is what it is. It played out. That was pretty textbook continuation. We came down, swept out the new week opening gap. We completely had the V-shaped recovery, which is beautiful, invalidating all these 5-minute, 1-minute gaps. Price, what does it do? You'll notice, pretty common trend with how I trade. Retracing the 5-minute gap, beautiful displacement out of it. And yeah, that's really it. We'll just do we'll trade until I lose. We'll do that. I'm tripping. Okay, we have this low here, equal lows, and then I guess this high is decent. Not the best draws here, but all right, so that gets hit pretty quick. There we go. Now we have a sense of direction. This draw would be absolutely free. Ooh. I am going to take a higher time frame play. So basically, thought process, if we wanted to retrace into that 5-minute, we should have by now. And yeah, I would just bet on this going to the draw without retracing. Like with this shot, like we should have came up into the 5-minute here and have not done all this. So playing a wider stop on this, but break even. Holy fuck. Beautiful. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy. Yeah, very smooth, and the whole thing behind that. Once again, strong draw that's inside of the new week opening gap. It doesn't get any more clear than that. So, all right, we will keep going. I was gonna title this video just like what I normally do, like whatever % win rate backtesting, but now this might be a backtesting until I lose or some shit. I don't like that. We came down. We don't have another draw for forever. Is that even? Yeah, it's a draw. Oh, this is gross. We took out these lows. For the sake of the length of the video, I'm just gonna, okay. Good call. That low is not bad. This high, technically protected because we swept this high, but, and then of course, this low. probably high morning, honestly. Maybe not. Yeah, there's no entry to that low. Nah. Not down with it. This is what I'm down with. This is clean. This is clean. I guarantee on the 4 hour, this looks really, oh, dude. We respected the daily bearish gap. This is so clean for lower. And this draw here is beautiful. Yeah, dude. I want to see morning manipulation, and we're already respecting probably no. I want to see a move higher, and then I want to get entry for shorts. This is beautiful. Oh, shit. Nah, no 5 minutes half. I'm good. Yeah, I just don't like it. Man, I knew we were going to sell off. That's so tough. Oh, well. So we've got this high. I don't even know what these are. Oh, those are great lows. And then damn, price really wants, that's a really good. No, this is terrible. Ooh. Definitely looks like price wants that low, but be cautious. Yeah, I can't. There's no way I'm catching that. We're still so far from my other draw. That's tough. Price is a little overextended. I'm going to remove all that. It's really the only things I can target. Like, yeah, it's not a good draw, but ooh. There's what I'm looking for. Flip. Tap into the 5. I want to see price go a little bit lower here. I kind of regret not taking that entry. I'm going to do half size, 1-to-1, and then I'll try to add to it, but it's already at 0.6, whatever. Yeah, we already retraced to the spot we should retrace to. Like, if this is my draw, given the high time frame trend, like I should not get stopped out. That's the thought behind this. But I do want to add to this, so. Is that, Nah, dude, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'll go break even. Okay. Tap size trade, not bad. This is literally just being able to read the higher time frame. We're respecting this gap, price. It came up higher, failed to take it this high, and we've just been grinding low ever since. And in my opinion, this entry I kind of missed. I needed more confirmation, but here at that point, we're not going to retrace into these gaps. So, holy shit. All right. This is a generational backtesting run. I need to go to the gym, man. I'm meeting my boy for, legs? Oh, dude. I might have to cancel though. I'm gonna hit legs. I'm not a bitch. Okay, good. I thought my mic died for a second. I would have cried. Okay, got the gap here. Equal low is beautiful. Yeah, I would still want to see lower though. Looks like we definitely want new week opening gap, no doubt about it. I don't think I'm gonna get it, yeah. No entry, which is fine. Holy shit. Oh, kind of this slow grind higher. We have this high and we have all these stacked lows down here. I like that for shorts. We'll just see which way price wants to go, really. Yeah, no way. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. All right, now the high time frame is clear again, so that's nice. Very bearish. Yeah. Not gonna waste any time on that day. Holy shit. Well, that hits for sure. This is another one of those where even if price wants to go higher, I expect this to get ran. So yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Just because I'm going till I take a loss doesn't mean I'm going to take bullshit because I want to be done. All right, that's not why we're here. We're here to preach good habits. Gonna let price tell me what it wants to do. Not really good bias yet. Okay, now I'm starting to lean pretty bullish. I don't like that there wasn't a 5-minute. Now that, on the other hand. And we're still in a range. I'm good. That was beautiful. See, now it's dumb clear. Next day. Gap fill would be great, or that high. It's really only 2 draws. We could target this low. If you cannot tell, my brain is starting to get fried. I would take this, but I need to see displacement through that low. Yeah, we never got it. This high time frame's getting kind of gross, but I said I would do it. Yeah, sort of having this slow grind up, so I'd still be bullish. Ooh. No, not taking a trade there. Ooh, those stacked lows look great. Really just 2 draws. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Come on, flip lower. We're gonna do the same shit. Yeah, we tapped 5. I'm willing to do that. Half size, wide stop, and then we add if we get full conviction. It's already basically half. Stop at break even. How do I even add? I don't even know if I can. Whatever. I mean, I'd probably have my position. I don't know. I guess I can't on here. We're totally getting edged. That's really unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. So, we still didn't lose, though. We still did not lose. All right, next day. Really, that could be a draw. Ooh, it's 1 hour gap. Looks that's kind of like this the trade we took earlier. Is this low? It's like right next to the 1 hour. So even if we go higher, I'd want to see this get hit, and if we go lower, it's going to. So I'd be pretty aggressive with an entry towards that. I wouldn't enter the first candle. I can't. I need one more. Yeah. It's just I won't enter off the first candle. I just don't. So it's fine. My draw is still very far, so I'll just kind of. Glad I didn't sit through that shit. Still pretty far from the draws. That's just great. What in the... There's no way I'd be sitting through that. There's not a chance. Very steady grind lower. Wouldn't really trade higher here. Tapping 15-minute, 5-minute. All right. Would I take a live market though? Probably not. So, wow, that was beautiful. You saw me going for it. You saw I was going to go for it, but I didn't. I want to be true. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Reason behind this trade was looking at this. If we wanted to retrace into a 5-minute gap, we should have by now. This is definitely a more discretionary entry because we didn't really have a solid retrace. But when you have volume like this, a lot of times you don't get those solid retraces. And because I've seen this over and over and over and over again, I wasn't expecting a super solid retrace. We had all of these 5 minutes, or I guess there's only 2. And it looks like we technically tapped into that one. I didn't even realize, but yeah, that's just really having conviction. And look at this draw on liquidity. Where else is price going to go? Where? There's nowhere else for price to go. So that was the reasoning behind that one. We are well over an hour. All right, and we're very far from anything. I guess this gives us a little bit more. This high. Kind of a protected low down here. I don't really like that. Clean flip. Would have hit. Very good draws higher here. I like pretty much all of these draws, and we have a new week opening gap. We are almost through April at this point. That's wild. I like that little like solid point in price. I'm going to use that. Whoa, what the fuck? I do not like this shit at all. Yeah, no. right, we tapped into the gap. Really, the only draws are up here. And then if we want to fill, then we'll dump. One to one, we're going for it. Go break even now that we're chopping. And another W. All right. Reason for this trade is price comes down, sweep out new week opening gap, and we are just ripping up, absolutely ripping. And I am looking for any sort of safe entry that I can get. Where's the safest entry in this whole leg right here? It would be when we tapped in the only 5-minute gap tap of the leg. I saw that, then I saw the displacement up, and a little bit risky with top blasting like that, but my stop is still safe, okay? So I waited for a retrace. This entering here would be more top blasting than entering here because I actually waited for a retrace and confirmation. So next, it's gonna be like a 2-hour fucking session. This is crazy. Lots of stacked highs. That looks good. This untapped gap, we definitely tap into this. Yeah, right off the bat, I'm actually just gonna, in a range right now, I'd wait till we close out of it. Okay, good. Ooh, it looks like we swept that actually. Yeah, we're just ranging. I would be off. Not really any good targets here that I like at all. The only thing I see is that price is sort of slowing down after this big leg up. So we might want to be a little bit bearish today. That's what I would expect, but yeah. All right, like I said, with my bias, I'm a little bit more bearish because price looks like it's slowing down after having this big move up. We swept out this high, then we retraced probably into a 15-minute as well. No, not a 50, so just a 5-minute, but then we had clean displacement out of it, indicating that price probably wants to go lower, and validated this gap right here, and we have these pretty nice stacked lows right here. So that is the reason behind this trade, so let's see. All right, so we have ended the backtesting session there. Yeah, with that trade, I mean, was it the best trade in the world? No, but I think I had enough conviction that we were going to take out these lows, and looks like, wow, wait a second, what? How did I get stopped? Oh, it stopped me to the literal tick. That's crazy. All right, well, it is, yeah, would have been a W. But unfortunately, so the idea was still right, just unfortunately sometimes that happens in the market. But yeah, hopefully this was very helpful. That was a lot longer than I expected to be doing this. Let's see how we did. Holy shit. I'm trying to get this thing off my screen. That is by far the best backtesting session I've ever done. 16 trades, 15 wins, 1 loss. That's insane. RR average 1.8 to 1, or I don't even know what that means, but regardless, absolutely fantastic. We'll look at the calendar. So a lot more trades in March. Did we not get break even in March? That's crazy. I think we got break even on one of these 2 trades. Yeah. And then April, a little bit lower frequency, break even and a loss, but you'll see when you wait for price to be dumb clear, you'll notice a lot of the time I'm camping on the 5 and the 15 minute, just waiting for it to be dumb clear. I'm not trading in ranges. I'm only trading towards strong draws and liquidity. These are the stats you get when you do that shit. So watch this back if you have to. I know it was long, but I think it was very, very educational. As always, I have the link to join my free Discord that is in the description of this video. I post my bias every single morning, exactly what I'm looking for. I post the draws on liquidity. I review any trades that you guys send in. Just overall, fantastic community to be a part of, and it's free. So definitely go join up, but please like this video. I've been doing this for a while. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.